Listen to this episode if you have not yet hit $5,000 months in your product-based business. Today, we're going to go into the checklist and the strategies that you need to master in order to get there. If you don't know who I am, I have helped hundreds of business owners get to this point. My name is Madison Page. I am a business growth specialist. I have helped people reach $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 months in their product-based business. And today, we are going to show you exactly how to do it to hit that first major milestone, which is $5,000 a month. When you really think about this, this is where I start to say that these are consistent sales. $5,000 is kind of that first, okay, this is happening. If you can consistently make $5,000 a month, and of course there's going to be some variation there, you are at a $60K year. And that is the first okay, it's working. We've got this. It's the first major milestone that a lot of my clients are looking for. This is kind of where you hit that consistent sales mark, and then it's just growing from there. So once you hit this 5K, you know how to do it. You take your income into your own hands, and you can keep kind of repeating it with the exact same system. You are able to keep growing because it's a very similar strategy from then on out. This is what I teach inside of my signature program, Product to Profit, and we're going to really dive in to what all of this looks like today. If you break down $5,000 a month, it's $166 a day, or 4.5 $35 orders. And depending on your average order value, that might look different. But if your average order value is $70, that is 2 orders a day, or 2.5-ish orders a day that you need at $75 in order to hit 5K months. At first, these 5K months will probably have a launch or at least a sales incentive, or maybe a launch and a sale in there because you are pushing, you're trying to bring so much energy to this, and that's okay. If you have to have a launch, or if you have to have some sort of major sales incentive, meaning a discount or something like that in these months to get there, because that is sometimes what people need in order to buy. And then eventually you should be able to kind of level it out, and you are getting sales in between. And that is really where it's key. So we're going to talk about the checklist of things that you really have to know and understand and have implemented in order for these 5K months to come really seamlessly and honestly come very easily to you. The first thing is distinguishing factors to your brand that help you stand out. If you've listened to any of my podcasts for any amount of time, you know that I talk about the foundational trifecta. The foundational trifecta is really important to actually, in the core of your business, set you apart from everybody else. There are too many businesses out there to just be another candle company, to just be another jewelry company, to just be another boutique. So in the actual foundations of your brands, we need to have distinguishing factors to stand out and allow for people to come to you and say, okay, this is exactly for me. It comes down to who are you selling to, what makes your product different, and really who is your brand at the core. Because your product, even though your product might be able to be used for everybody might be able to buy it, or all women might be able to buy it, it doesn't mean we are trying to sell to everybody or all women or all moms. We want it to be niched down into a smaller community that has a community at the core. So whether that's based on style or values or use of the product or their lifestyle or their hobbies or whatever it may be, we need to have these distinguishing factors at the base for them to stand out. It just allows for your business, for your content, for your products to be that much more interesting to your people. We are done with the times, if you are trying to hit $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 months, you can't just have a business that is made for everybody. You can't just have this commodity business that anybody can search and can buy from. And of course, anybody can buy from it, but you don't want to speak to everybody. If you're speaking to everybody, you're speaking to nobody in your marketing, and that is really important. The next thing on the checklist is a consistent content schedule. And this doesn't mean that you have to post every single day on your stories and on your feed and you're sending 3 emails out a week. It just means that you are being consistent with your non-negotiables. And this is something I teach really heavily inside of Product to Profit, because so many people are saying, they come to me and they say, Maddie, how many times a week should I be posting? And they'll say, Maddie, how many emails a week should I be sending out? And it really depends on your business, your goals, and the rate that you you are really trying to grow. But you need to have your non-negotiables and really understanding what the capacity of your own non-negotiables are for your current goals and sticking to them, as well as having variety, balance, and well-rounded topics in what you're talking about. Now, I teach my signature 7 types of content. The average business owner only posts 2 types. So when people come into PTP, they're only posting 2 of the 7 types, meaning their content is lacking variety, it's lacking interest, it's lacking that balance that actually when people find your profile, they want to binge your content. We want your feed to feel very bingeable, and in order to do that, we have to use all 7 types of content in their correct areas to really give them enough information to build the community and make them stick. And it really makes them understand what those distinguishing foundational factors are in your business. So my business owners that are making $5,000 a month have a consistent content schedule. They know what they're posting, they know why they're posting it, and they know kind of the intention behind it all. They're sticking to a capacity that really works for them. The next one is a community people first focus. Now, I teach community building at the core of everything that I teach, especially when your business might be on the smaller side. When you are starting your business, when you might have a community of under 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 people, we want to focus on the most connection with your audience as possible. Why? Is because that is a superpower behind getting people to want to buy from you, to want to buy from you again, to want to share about your business. And that is really at the core where people are getting that excitement around their brand, where they're getting that buy-in, where they're getting that high engagement, is from having a community-based approach to everything that they're doing. And the first piece of that puzzle is being able to look at your followers, being able to look at your viewers as actual people, and not just, ooh, I need to make this sale. Ooh, they reached out. I need them to buy right now. You're thinking of them as an actual person, as that is somebody that's standing in front of you that is actually saying, hey, I really like what you have. Can you answer these questions for me? Hey, like this is really, really something that is a great product for me. I really need it. And you're having these genuine conversations with them. When people have a lack of this community-centered approach, their business tends to be a lot about them. Hey, support me. Hey, I love this product. Go and buy it. That, like, nobody truly lovingly, nobody cares what you think about your product. They care what it is going to do for them. This is why influencer marketing has really tanked with return on investment, because so many influencers are saying, look at how cute this outfit looks on me, go and buy it. Instead, these are all of the different places, these are all of the different areas that it is helpful for you to wear it. It is a very self-centered approach. I see this in business a lot too. It is a very self-centered approach as opposed to a community people-first approach. And so we want to have this conversation around how are they going to use it? How is it going to be beneficial to them? Deeper than why you love your product, why you think your product is so great, or why you chose to do these things. Yes, you are the business owner. Yes, they are supporting you, but nobody is buying from you unless they're friends and family to just support you. At the end of the day, they do still need to want the product that you have. So we've gone over the distinguishing factors to stand out. We've gone over having a consistent content schedule that has variety, and you're sticking to the capacity of what you're putting out there. It has strategy to it. You know the why behind what you're saying, and you filtered in messaging from those kind of foundational elements. And we're looking at our marketing as a community-first approach. We're looking at our business as a people-first approach. It is how they are going to use it. It is how they are going to love it. It is why it's helpful to them, not where you are saying, I need you to buy for these reasons. The next thing that people do, because those 3 things, you have a rockin' community. I like to say that if you can have a consistent schedule, you have your community, and you have these factors already all distinguished, now all that you need is to really hone in on the actual sales process. All of what we just covered is marketing. We are now moving into sales. There is a vast difference between marketing and sales. And this is something I've talked about in a couple of episodes, but marketing really is just getting people to know and like you and build a community around you and to engage with you. Sales is getting people to actually take action. And we have to think of our online channels as both marketing and sales, because you don't have that end of the day, like that next step, unless it is throughout your actual seamless sales system. And this is one of the most important things that I teach inside of my signature program, Product to Profit, is how do you build a seamless sales system for people to find you on social, love you on social, and then move deeper into your world and want to buy from you on your website. They're joining your email list, and you kind of have just like this ecosystem of people coming into your world, they're warming up and they're buying. And this is really where the consistent sales comes from. This is really where people are having a deep understanding of the top, the middle, and the bottom of funnel channels. The top and the middle is marketing. The bottom of funnel channels is your sales. So you need to understand how to blend social media with sales. Your feed, your stories, your email are not all like perpendicular to, they're not all parallel to each other. They're in line. They should be working together. They aren't all having the exact same purpose. We need to get them to work together, where some are growing, some are nurturing, and some are selling. So when you have a seamless sales system, you know how to attract, you know how to warm them up and get them connected with you, and you know how to convert them into sales in just like this easy, natural, seamless, sexy way that people are finding you on social media. They're falling in love with you in different areas. They're getting deeper into your world. They're watching your stories. They're joining your email list. They're going on your website, and they're shopping from you in that sense. If you want to hit this $5,000 a month, you have to nail this seamless sales system. Why that is because you know how to get people to join your audience, you know how to get people to join your community, and you know how to get people to join your customer list and how that all works. And you know how to get it over and over and over again. Because if you can master how to grow, nurture, and sell, all you have to do is grow more, nurture those new people, and sell to new people to keep on growing. And that is having a sales system. That is having seamless sales. Is you can say, okay, I know how to grow. I know how to get new people. I know how to get brand awareness. I know how to get in front of people. And then you have to know how to, okay, we have these new people. We have to nurture them. We want to get them into our community. And then, okay, I have these people. They love me. They're rooting for me. They're in my DMs. I know how to get them to actually buy from me. I know how to get them to be a customer and how to get them to go to my website and actually purchase. This is what a seamless sales system is. And the seamless sales system starts with marketing and then it blends into sales. And the last thing that really blends in and really amplifies a seamless sales system that helps you get to $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 months is understanding how to run a high energy launch or sales incentive, meaning you have collection releases that are like a party that people are so excited about. The days that you launch something or have a sales incentive will naturally be the days that you have the most sales, because sales is an energy exchange and these are the highest energetic days. At least they should be if they're using strategy. So like I said in the beginning, at first, your $5,000 months might have one, maybe two sales incentives, but you're still doing things in between that work with that seamless sales process. You might have, a full launch as well as maybe a mini sale on a weekend to try to hit that first $5,000 month. And when you can master this, when you master how to run a high energy launch or sales incentive, which I teach you inside of my Product Launch Academy, this is strictly what I teach inside of Product Launch Academy. And once you know that, you can control your own income because you know how to sell when the time comes. And of course, we teach those things inside of Product to Profit because that is our signature seamless sales system program as well. But Product Launch Academy is a great place to start for that as well. But when you're really looking at this, it comes down to a couple of factors. It comes down to and they all build on each other if you're really thinking about it, is you start with your foundations. Your foundations have to be set before you can do any of this. Right now, if you don't have a way to differentiate yourself in your industry, your content is probably already lacking just because you don't have those distinguishing factors that set you apart from other people. So we have to start with the foundations, and then we build on those foundations. We build really high engaging, exciting content that is going to get people to be like, oh my gosh, how did I not know about this brand sooner? How did I not know that this brand was this cool sooner? This brand was made for me because you're actually speaking to them because of the foundational elements that you are building on top of. You are having those non-negotiables that you're sticking to. You know how to create kind of a well-rounded content strategy, what to post where, and again, how to make them all kind of work together. They're not running parallel to each other. They should be running linear. Like they should be all running in a line that allows for it to just kind of keep building with each other. All of your marketing channels, your stories, your feed, your emails, your website, it's all in one line. It kind of like a circle. Like everybody is just keeping on going through that system over and over and over again. These things are not all unique. It's putting them all together. Of course, having that community first focus, understanding how to run that high energy launch and sales incentives so you to kind of control when people are buying and when you're bringing that energy to it. And then when you have the seamless sales system is how you get people to buy in between your launches, if that all makes sense. So the first goal is to get people to buy at your launches when you are really bringing the energy there. And the next goal is how to get that seamless sales system working, that when people find you, they're naturally moving deeper into your world right away. They might even find you, find your profile, binge all your content and want to buy from you in the first 24 hours. If you have your seamless sales system built perfectly and to actually get people to buy. When you really look at this doesn't seem overly complex, or maybe it does. I don't know, either way. It doesn't seem overly complex, but it is something that I teach all of the time. Really, at the end of the day, what you need is strategy. You need some of the scientific backing behind it. And if you're looking at this and you're like, Maddie, what you just said is literally a foreign language. Like that was gibberish. I have no idea the difference between sales and marketing. I have no idea how to make my marketing and my sales linear and not parallel. You were just speaking a completely foreign language to me. It's okay. We aren't born understanding this information. We don't know it popping out of the womb. So it's okay. There's ways that you can learn it. Really what you need to do is understand the strategy of why people buy, set up marketing to get people to understand you and to nurture them and kind of build them into your community, and then have emails and websites that are converting people really consistently. And then all you have to do is keep implementing this, like attract, warm, and convert over and over and over again. You're growing into new people, you're nurturing those people, and you're selling to them. And all you have to do is keep building from there. So the $5,000 months is kind of that first major milestone, but this strategy right here goes far beyond it. It's helped people hit their first six-figure year. It's helped people hit far beyond that, because really when you know this information, you know how to grow, you know how to nurture, and you know how to sell. When you have hit $5,000, you can hit $10,000, you can hit $20,000, because then you just have to grow more, nurture more, sell more. And of course, as your business goes, after $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 months, you're more scaling, and there's a couple of new problems that kind of pop up there. Of course, we want to look at hiring and simplifying and scalability of your business, but this is really what you need to know to have a structured business and to actually run your business like a business and not a hobby, to run it like a brand and not a small business. Once people hit $5,000, my next goal for them always is $8,333. And if you're like, Maddie, what the heck does that mean? That is how much you need to make every single month in order to hit a six-figure year. If you can hit $8,333, you can have $100,000 sales in your small business. And I just want to say less than, I want to say 9%, I think the stat is, it's single digits of female business owners ever hit that mark. And that is not to discourage you. That is to tell you, if you know this information, you know how to do that, and you know how to be in that top 10%. You know how to have a business that flourishes and really is able to seamlessly convert people into sales over and over again. And then all you have to do is keep on implementing. You hit $5,000 a month, perfect. Now let's grow, let's nurture, and let's sell in different capacities to get new people in, to get new people buying, to nurture them, and to get them into your sales process. Then you already know how to hit 8,000, 10,000. You can keep on building from there. This is really the checklist that if I could teach every single person as a business owner, no matter what stage of their business they're in, to do is really understand this: how to stand out, how to make content that really converts, how to build community, and how to have this seamless sales system that really works for you without you having to be on all of the time. This is what I would want everybody to have, because yes, it helps you hit 5K months. Yes, it helps you, but it gives you the foundations of your brand that honestly, when I started and nobody was buying my products and I was like, what the heck is going on? You know, I'm doing the social media thing, I'm being consistent, but like the sales just weren't there. These were the missing pieces. These were the pieces that I was just unaware that I really needed. And in order to actually make a business model, a viable business model that's actually working, that's selling for me, and that is getting people really excited to actually buy. If this is something that you're interested in, this is really the exact framework we bring people through in my Product to Profit program. This is a 3-month program to get you to this consistent sales mark. I like to say it's your secret to your 100K business. And why that is because really getting to this consistent sales point is a checklist. It is, you need these certain things there in order to really get. You need these certain things in order to get to that point. You need to have certain things mastered to get people to buy from you, and where it's not like you are pulling teeth to actually make a sale. It's not like you are begging your audience to get a sale. It works, it's easy, it's fun, it's flowy, and your business feels like a real business. You're selling to strangers, not just your friends and family. You have new customers coming in, and you know how to do it over and over again. And these are things that my scaling clients that are, have already hit $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in business, these are the things that they have mastered, they know, and they understand because they had to in order to get to where they are already today. If you are interested in this, our next round of PTP starts in September of 2024. If you are interested in that, you will get your holiday support in there as well. You'll get custom support of how to grow for the holidays, how to make sure you maximize the holidays and really make it. You can learn alongside of the most profitable time of year. So if that's something you're interested, you can click the link in the show notes and apply, or you can send me a DM on Instagram at thisismadisonpage and we can talk about Product to Profit there. Just send me a DM that says PTP and we can send over some information. I hope this checklist was helpful for you in saying, okay, what am I missing? What I really want you to do is sit with this and say, okay, are my foundations there? Do I have foundations set? And do I really understand what that means? Do I understand that I have these foundations set in order to really stand out? Am I staying consistent with my non-negotiable content strategy? Do I have variety in the topics that I'm covering in my content? Am I thinking about my business as something for me or something for other people, as a community focus? Am I thinking of my business as something that is helpful to other people? Am I marketing in a way where my audience knows why my product is helpful to them? Or am I just marketing it as to why they should support me and why I think this business is so great? Do you understand how to integrate your marketing and your sales strategies into kind of that linear model, as well as that high energy launch? Are you launching things? Do you have energy around them? These are all strategies that build on top of each other. It might sound like a lot, but it really isn't overwhelming once you learn it. It's one of those things that you are blissfully unaware of these strategies and what it really means, and it's actually more simple than you think. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me on social media at thisismadisonpage on Instagram. Feel free to reach out to me there. Would love to hear from you. I hope this was helpful for you. Dive in. I can't wait to hear your DM saying, Maddie, I hit that $5,000 month. Maddie, 8333. I'm on my way. I'm getting there. $10,000 months, whatever that might be. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you. I'm rooting for you, and I'm in your corner always.